told you that, though?
So you can find in...
No, but why do you believe that? I don't get it. You said this like it's fact. Who told you that?
Because everything is influenced by God. You said it's a creator.
I believe the creator is not part of creation. I believe I'm part of creation. And therefore, I believe the creator is separate from creation. And why do you believe that?
Because I don't believe it's separate.
No, I understand about you don't...
If it's separate, I cannot...
I'm not asking why you don't believe something. I'm asking why you believe it.
Because if it would be completely separate, I could not connect.
Well, I'm completely separate from my creator, yet I'm connected. So I don't understand.
For me, the connection is a way of being the same thing.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? I mean, I'm created by my father, but I'm the same DNA of my father. I have part of the DNA of my father. Okay. I have part of cultural influence from my father.
Of course.
So I'm actually the same of my father and my mother in a way.
Right.
The same which could be from a creator.
Right.
The creation. So the creator is the creation.
No, but why do you believe the creator is a creation when not separate? Has the creation always existed?
Because
has the creation always existed?
For me, it's
no. Has the creation always existed?
No.
No.
Yeah, no, sorry. Why not? I don't know if it always existed or not.
So you believe the Earth?
The start of the time or there wasn't. I cannot know it.
Right. So you don't know.
I don't know.
So, but you're acting like it has. You're behaving like it's always existed.
Well, yes.
But you don't know.
It does not influence my life.
No, but it does. It does, because what you've done, you see, is you're believing God exists. You're pantheist, and
I call it God because I want to find a way to communicate with you.
All right.
Okay, but
do you believe God created the universe?
Might be, but I'm not. No.
No, I'm asking.
I don't know.
Listen to the questions. Listen to the questions. All right. I'm not asking you to be. I'm not asking you definitive. You could be wrong in your answer. It's not an issue. Don't worry about it. But what do you believe? Based on what you've read, what do you believe?
What I believe.
Do you believe that God created the universe or not?
I don't know. I don't know about this.
I'm asking what you know. I'm asking what you believe.
I don't believe. I believe it's not relevant for my life. If God created the
I'll tell you why it is relevant for your life. Because if God did create the earth and He created everything that exists within that earth, yeah, the question has to next be why. And has this creator tried to connect with us to guide us? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Now, it just so happens as a Muslim, I've said this about 3 times today, subhanAllah, that I follow the guidance of my creator. What I believe is coming from my creator, yeah?
Well, okay, but
all right.
Who told you that that is the guide, the book is the guide?
No, that's what I believe, isn't it?
Okay, this is what you believe. Okay.
Yeah, based on the reasons why I believe it. Okay. We can go for the reasons why I believe it, it's not an issue. Okay, so, but I believe that, yeah? So I take that on board and follow that guidance, yeah? Okay. That guidance seems to protect me from all poisons and ills within society.
Okay.
Now you're saying that's a coincidence, yeah? You're saying just so happens to be that way. All right. So who guides you in that way? How do you do? For example, I'm going to use this example again for the 3rd time. Sorry. Okay. Do you believe alcohol is a good or bad thing?
It depends on the amount.
Right. So is it good in society or bad? Would society be better without alcohol or with alcohol?
Well, it depends on the amount. Sorry, what?
Would a society be better off with alcohol or without it?
Well, without awareness of the amount of alcohol that is damaging.
Okay. Do you think any alcoholic today started off drinking a bottle of whiskey every morning?
No, of course.
Right. So, is alcohol a good thing for a society or a bad thing for a society?
It's something that there is, but...
Right, so using your moral compass, which you say is yourself, you think it's all right?
Well, it exists, so it should be...
No, you think it's all right. Heroin exists, is that okay?
Heroin?
Yeah.
No, I think that is... Well,
in moderation.
It could be used to...
No, I'm on about injecting to get good feelings.
Suffering, not for recreation.
No, why not for recreation?
Well, for recreational...
Why not for recreation?
Because it's poison for recreation.
And is alcohol also poison?
Depends on the amount, everything.
So heroin,
you can kill yourself also with bread if you eat too much.
Right.
It depends on the amount.
Right, so we're talking about alcohol, yeah? Now, as a Muslim, following my guidance, I'm protected from that poison.
Okay.
Yeah? I'm also protected from the poison of gambling.
Okay.
Yeah? And dealing in interest. Yeah? And sexual immorality. On all of these things I'm protected from things like racism.
But with reason you can do this.
No. the problem is this, you see, you are a slave to your ego. What your whims and desires and what will satisfy and make you happy, you're a slave to that. Now me, I tell my ego, shut up. I'm a slave to the one who created me. Yeah? So you're a slave to yourself and to your ego, whereas I'm a slave to the one who created everything.
I think that this...
And it just so happens that guidance I take from my master keeps me safe and happy.
The problem is the ego. Everyone needs an ego.
No. It's whether that ego controls you or not.
Exactly. That is the problem. If the ego controls...
Well, the ego does control you because it tells you what's right and wrong.
But it's the reason that tells me what's right.
No, it's the ego.
I know that one beer is not an issue.
No. What tells you? No, it's your ego. It's your whims and desires that's telling you what's right and wrong.
Naturally, it's because
it's your social surroundings and conditioning.
For what that alcohol is bad. And, so I know that it's bad, too much alcohol, and no, it's my reason, not it's my ego. It's just logic.
It's logical. So what's it logical to do then? If alcohol can lead to alcoholism, what's logical? What's logical to do? Just don't drink it.
Not drinking or drinking with moderation?
No, don't drink it.
Don't drink it. Why? One bottle of wine is not bad.
Doesn't stop at one bottle of wine. Doesn't stop at one bottle of wine. The NHS in England is collapsing under alcoholism. Yeah. Whether it's for long-term illness or whether it's just for A&E on a Friday, Saturday night. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Collapsing.
I know. Here is a big problem. I know.
So why is it a big problem? Because the people who run this society say it's all right. Drink a few. Yeah. Yeah. There are people who get battered by someone who's been drinking. They've not been drinking. Yeah, but someone else has been drinking now has lost the faculty and lost. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand. That.
It's a disease and a poison within society, and if it was invented tomorrow, it would be banned tomorrow. Yeah? And the problem is this, you see, once the signal is given out by your people you take your moral compass from, that this is all right, yeah? Once you take that, then you think it's safe. And then you say to your kids, wait till you're 18, then you can also drink like us, yeah? So for 17 years of your kids' life, you're protecting them, you're nurturing them, you're feeding them, and then when they're 18, that's it, now go drink, boom, done.
No, I teach them that alcohol is bad.
You can't teach them alcohol is bad because you drink.
I teach them that
but you can't.
Too much alcohol is bad. So.
But the problem is this, what is the mechanism to prevent too much alcohol? You go on a Friday night, you feel peer pressure, drink, everyone's drinking, we're all drinking, yeah? Now, bear in mind, listen, I've worked in Falaraki, yeah? I've worked in Zakita, I've worked in Greek islands, dancing on bars and all that nonsense, yeah? I've seen some mad stuff because of alcohol. I've got scars on my body that I wouldn't have if I never touched alcohol. And I was never an alcoholic, just getting drunk. On your birthday, get drunk, yeah? Yeah? When I play pub Sunday football, after the match, you go back to the pub, drinking games, cards, this, that. I was captain of the pool team, so then we go playing pool, and then you're in a pub, you're drinking again. This is not alcohol abuse, this is just recreation.
Yeah.
You go to a nightclub, yeah? You go to a nightclub, you're drinking. I've seen so many fights, I've been in so many fights because of drinking alcohol in a nightclub. Yeah? There are people dead because people drove while drinking alcohol, while being under the influence of alcohol. Yeah?
You cannot ban completely.
No, but what you can do is this, you can take your moral compass and see, what does it say about this poison? Now, my moral compass says, this is a bad for society, and I have to stay away from it, and I have to teach my children to stay away from it, and I'm trying to encourage anyone I know to stay away from it. Yeah? Why? Because it's poison. But your moral compass permits poison. Mine don't. Right. So you can't be trusted now. Because what you're doing, you see, is you're thinking you know what's good for you, and you don't.
I'm teaching my son that it's poison. Too much is poison. But when he's adult,
why not teach your son don't drink alcohol, son? Because one day you could become an alcoholic. Because I guarantee I can take you to any alcoholic you like and ask them, when you started drinking alcohol, was it in moderation or was it excess? Moderation, mate. But what happens is when someone gets depressed, they drink more. When someone dies in the family, they go to the wake, they drink. Yeah? Because it becomes a really... Because, don't get me wrong, there is a feeling you get after drinking alcohol that can numb the senses, that can get away from all the pain you're feeling. Yeah? There's no disputing that. And that's the problem. What's the doorway to lead into that? Yeah? Now, we as Muslims, we don't just stop there, you see. We don't just say, can't drink alcohol. We can't be in a place where alcohol's being served. So I can't be in that nightclub getting battered by someone who has been drinking too much alcohol. Because I won't be in that environment. Yeah? We don't sell it, we don't transport it, we don't store it, we go nowhere near it. Why? Because of what it leads to. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
And that's just alcohol. I could talk about sexual immorality. I got two daughters, 7 and 13 years of age. I don't have this dread that a non-Muslim parent will have when their daughter brings home their first boyfriend. I don't have this dread because my daughters ain't having boyfriends. Standard. And they know it. And they don't want it. My daughter's 13 years of age. If they watch a Disney movie or whatever, when the prince kisses the princess, they turn away. This is my standard. Yeah? Alhamdulillah. But when you have a situation where it's cute, she's got a boyfriend, yeah? As fathers, yeah, we can spot a rogue a mile away. But girls, they're stupid, no disrespect, but they fall in love. Their emotions are carried away. Their hormones are racing.
I think that is normal.
Yeah, and they might bring a geezer home. But here's what happens, you see. This is not generalization, but check this out. When they bring that boyfriend home, the dad sniffs it out. What's this geezer? Who's this geezer? Oh, I love him, it's Brian, whatever. So, and he says, you can see the guy's a waster. Oh, she's in love with him now. So what happens is, because her hormones are racing, whatever, she'll start saying, well, choose between him or me. Yeah, and she'll become ostracized from the family. Then Brian's got her. Yeah, and then he can isolate her, and then whatever happens. Yeah, but then what happens when they break up? She's now alone. Yeah, she's cut off from her family. She's not with her boyfriend. What does she do now? How does she live? How does she support herself? Whatever. Then she'll have a friend who says, you know what? I do this, that, the other. Yeah, exactly. I do this, that, the other, and you can make easy money from it. Yeah, inshallah, I'm gonna come now. I make easy money from it.
I see you see a lot of Satan around, but
no. But what I'm saying to you is this. For example, how does a prostitute become a prostitute?
I know that.
When she's a little girl, she don't dream of it. She don't dream of it. So here's what I'll say to you, because I have to go pray now. Yeah, but listen. Here's what I'll say to you. I'm not saying only by being a Muslim can you be perfect or a good human being and have an easy life. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying to you is this. If you follow the teachings of Islam, you can never be an alcoholic, and you can never be a gambling addict, and your daughter can never be a prostitute.
Oh, I see.
Yeah? You'll never be... yes, I didn't say that, did I?
Enslaved
did I say if you're a Muslim?
Enslaved by interest.
What did I say? If you adhere to the teachings of Islam, you can never become a victim of any of this.
Enslaved by the...
So, but you can also do that your way.
Exactly, yeah, that's the way.
But Islam guarantees it if you follow it. You can never be a victim of these things. Whereas you...
Last week ago.
I see you're interested in making society much better.
You know why?
But
because I care about...
Society is very complex, much complex.
Yes, but if everyone in society followed the teachings what I just said, we wouldn't have this issues.
That's been nice to talk to you.
Inshallah. Oh, okay, sorry. Sorry, you got hijacked, man. Forgive me, man. Forgive me, man.